by Duarte Garrido. Entertainment reporter: British police are investigating 5 sexual assault allegations in total involving film producer Harvey Weinstein. 4 new claims emerged on Sunday from 2 different people, with one claiming Weinstein assaulted her on 3 separate dates. These relate to alleged attacks in Westminster and Camden in 2010, 2011 and 2015. A Met Police spokesman said the Met's Child Abuse and Sexual Offences Command are investigating the allegations, but there has been no arrest at this stage. They add to the one made by Hollyoaks actress Lysette Anthony, who became the first British woman to accuse the disgraced filmmaker of rape. Bob Weinstein. Harvey has no remorse whatsoever, the 54-year-old told the Sunday Times. The attack took place in the 1980s, when she met Weinstein at a house he rented in London. "The next thing I knew, he was half undressed and he grabbed me," she said. The accuses Lena Esco. Actress Hay says Weinstein told her, "I think we should see a movie in the theater, like back in the day, and we should kiss." She allegedly brushed him off, but he pressed on and forcefully tries to kiss her. "It's just a kiss," he allegedly said. Minka Kelly, actress. After meeting to Weinstein at a party, Kelly claims he set up a general meeting via her agent in his hotel room. He said, "I know you were feeling what I was feeling when we met the other night," and then regaled me with offers of a lavish life filled with trips around the world on private planes, etc. if I would be his girlfriend. Lysette Anthony, actress. The British actress, who now stars in Hollyoaks, accused Harvey Weinstein of raping her in the 1980s. She told the Sunday Times, "He pushed me inside and rammed me against the coat rack. He was trying to kiss me and shove inside me. Finally, I just gave up." Tara Subkoff, actress. The 44-year-old star said she was invited to a premiere after party in 1990 where she met Weinstein. "He motioned for me to come over to him, and then grabbed me to sit me on his lap. I was so surprised and shocked I couldn't stop laughing because it was so awkward." Subkoff told Page 6 she then felt that he had an erection. Angie Everhart, model Everhart, told a radio station she was sleeping in her bedroom on a yacht at a European film festival when she awoke to find Weinstein standing over her and masturbating. Eva Green, actress. "I wish to address comments made by my mother in a recent interview regarding Harvey Weinstein. I met him for a business meeting in Paris at which he behaved inappropriately and I had to push him off. I got away without it going further, but the experience left me shocked and disgusted. I have not discussed this before because I wanted to maintain my privacy, but I understand it is important to do so as I hear about other women's experiences. Women are often condemned when they speak out and their personal reputations tarnished by association. I salute the great bravery of the women who have come forward. We should recognize that this sort of behavior exists everywhere and is not unique to the entertainment industry. The exploitation of power is ubiquitous. This behavior is unacceptable and needs to be eliminated." Claire Forlani, actress. "You see, nothing happened to me with Harvey. By that I mean, I escaped 5 times. I had 2 Peninsula Hotel meetings in the evening with Harvey and all I remember was I ducked, dived and ultimately got out of there without getting slobbered over. Well, just the Ben. Yes, massage was suggested. The 3 dinners with Harvey, I don't really remember the time period. I was 25. I remember him telling me all the actresses who had slept with him and what he had done for them." Kate Beckinsale, actress. In a statement released to her Instagram, the actress accused Weinstein showing up to a meeting in a bathrobe and offered her alcohol when she was 17. "After declining alcohol and announcing that I had school in the morning, I left, uneasy but unscathed. A few years later he asked me if he had tried anything with me in that first meeting. I realized he couldn't remember if he had assaulted me or not." Florence Darrell, actress. The French actress told French media that Weinstein promised to help make it in America if she became his part-time mistress. "I told him I was very much in love with my partner, but he said that didn't worry him and he wanted me to be his mistress for a few days a year." Cara Delevingne, model turned actress, claims she was invited up to his room where Weinstein asked her to kiss another woman, before later trying to kiss her on the lips. "I went to a meeting with him in the lobby of a hotel with a director about an upcoming film. The director left the meeting and Harvey asked me to stay and chat with him. As soon as we were alone, he began to brag about all the actresses he had slept with and how he had made the careers, and spoke about other inappropriate things of a sexual nature. He then invited me to his room. I quickly declined and asked his assistant if my car was outside. She said it wasn't and would nt before a bit and I should go to his room. At that moment I felt very powerless and scared, but didn't want to act that way, hoping that I was wrong about the situation. When I arrived I was relieved to find another woman in his room and thought immediately I was safe. He asked us to kiss and she began some sort of advances upon his direction. I swiftly got up and asked him if he knew that I could sing. And I began to sing. I thought it would make the situation better, more professional, like an audition. I was so nervous. After singing I said again that I had to leave. He walked me to the door and stood in front of it and tried to kiss me on the lips. I stopped him and managed to get out of the room. Lee Seydoux, actress, the French star who stars in James Bond film Skyfall, read an article in The Guardian saying he suddenly jumped on me and tried to kiss me. I had to defend myself. He's big and fat, so I had to be forceful to resist him. Gwyneth Paltrow, actress Paltrow, told the New York Times that Weinstein hired her for the lead role in the film Emma and, before shooting the film, invited her to his suite. She then claims he touched her and suggested having joint massages in the bedroom when she was 22 years old. I was a kid, I was signed up, I was petrified, she said. She claimed she then told Brad Pitt, her boyfriend at the time, about the incident and that the actor confronted Weinstein. Louisette Guice, actress Guice, claimed she was called to a late-night meeting with Weinstein when he emerged in a bathrobe and told her he would approve her script if she watched him masturbate. Judith Godrèche, actress. Weinstein allegedly harassed French actress Judith Godrèche in Cannes, but she claims she was advised by a colleague not to speak out against him. Dawn Dunning, actress. Weinstein allegedly offered aspiring actress Dawn Dunning roles in upcoming films in exchange for sexual favors. She claims he told her she would never make it in this business if she denied him. Asia Argento, actress. The Italian actress who stars in action film XXX, spoke to The New Yorker, accusing Weinstein of forcibly performing oral sex on her at his hotel in 1997. She told the magazine it wouldn't stop. It was a nightmare. Catherine Kendall, actress. In 1993, Weinstein allegedly exposed himself to actress Catherine Kendall at his apartment. Ambra Battilana Gutierrez, model. The Italian model leaked a recording of Weinstein allegedly sexually harassing her. "Why, yesterday you touch my breast," she is heard saying. "Oh, please, sorry, just come on in, I'm used to that," he answers. Mira Sorvino, actress. In 1995, at the Toronto International Film Festival, Weinstein allegedly harassed actress Mira Sorvino, star of 1996 comedy Beautiful Girls. She claims he later went to her apartment late one night for a marketing meeting he had suggested. She told him her boyfriend was coming over and he left, she says. Rosanna Arquette, actress. Weinstein allegedly tried to put Pulp Fiction actress Rosanna Arquette's hand on his penis. When she rejected him, she claimed he said she was making a big mistake. Rose McGowan, actress. Weinstein reached a reported $100,000 settlement with Charmed actress Rose McGowan after she alleged a sexual harassment incident. McGowan has tweeted that HW raped me. Ashley Judd, actress. Ashley Judd was one of the first women to come forward with accusations against Weinstein, alleging he made an indecent proposal to her at her hotel suite. Emma de Corns, actress. In 2010, Weinstein allegedly showed his penis and demanded sex from French actress Emma de Corns after a business meeting. Lauren O'Connor, executive. Lauren O'Connor, a former employee of Weinstein, wrote a memo about his actions, saying she felt sexualized and diminished. Weinstein reportedly agreed on a settlement with her. Jessica Barth, actress. In 2011, Weinstein allegedly pressured actress Jessica Barth to give him a naked massage at the Peninsula Hotel in New York. Lauren Sivan, journalist. Lauren Sivan allegedly refused a kiss from Weinstein before he allegedly performed a sex act in front of her at the Café Socialiste restaurant in New York. Jessica Hines, actress. The British actress said she was invited to audition in a bikini for Weinstein when she was 19. She claims she lost the job when she refused to wear it. Romola Garai, actress. British actress Romola Garai said she felt violated following a meeting with the mogul when she was 18, so I had to go to his hotel room in the Savoy and he answered the door in his bathrobe. I was only 18. I felt violated by it, she said. Heather Graham. Actress Graham accused Weinstein of calling her into his office and implying she had to sleep with him in order to get a part. Angelina Jolie. Actress. In 1998, Weinstein allegedly harassed actress Angelina Jolie in a hotel room. In an email to the New York Times, Jolie said, "I had a bad experience with Harvey Weinstein in my youth, and as a result, chose never to work with him again and warn others when they did. This behavior towards women in any field, any country is unacceptable." Jules Bindi. Massage therapist Bindi accused Weinstein of masturbating in front of her in 2010 after a massage. She says he simultaneously groped her and masturbated in front of her after she told him to stop. Anonymous. A woman who did not wish to be named told The New Yorker that he summoned her to a hotel where he was staying and raped her. Anonymous. An unnamed assistant accused him of pressuring her for a massage in a hotel in 2015. Anonymous. An unnamed Miramax employee accused him of sexual harassment which was settled out of court. Anonymous. A British woman accused Weinstein of sexual assault in 3 separate dates in 2010, 2011 and 2015 in Westminster and Camden. Anonymous. A British woman accused Weinstein of sexual assault in Westminster in 1992. Closed caption. He pushed me inside and rammed me against the coat rack. He was trying to kiss me and shove inside me, she added. Finally, I just gave up. She described the attack as pathetic and revolting. On Wednesday, she tweeted that she had reported a historical crime, adding that she felt sick and sad. Video special report. Harvey Weinstein's fall from Grace Rose McGowan, Asia Argento, aspiring actress Lucia Evans and another 2 unidentified women have also accused Weinstein of rape. Other accusations, including sexual harassment and assault, have been made by Hollywood stars such as Bond girl Eva Green, Angelina Jolie, Gwyneth Paltrow and Kate Beckinsale. Sky News estimates more than 40 women have come forward with accusations. The critics Woody Allen, director. "No one ever came to me or told me horror stories with any real seriousness. And they would, because you are not interested in it. You are interested in making your movie. But you do hear a million fanciful rumors all the time. And some turn out to be true and many are just stories about this actress or that actor. The whole Harvey Weinstein thing is very sad for everybody involved. Tragic for the poor women that were involved, sad for Harvey that his life is so messed up. There's no winners in that, it's just very, very sad and tragic for those poor women that had to go through that." Tom Hanks. Actor. "Look, I don't want to rag on Harvey, but so obviously something went down there. You can't buy, oh, well, I grew up in the 60s and 70s and so therefore I did, too. So I think it's like, well, what do you want from this position of power? I know all kinds of people that just love hitting on, or making the lives of underlings some degree of miserable, because they can." Ryan Gosling. Actor. "I want to add my voice of support for the women who have had the courage to speak out against Harvey Weinstein. Like most people in Hollywood, I have worked with him and am deeply disappointed in myself for being so oblivious to these devastating experiences of sexual harassment and abuse. He is emblematic of a systemic problem. Men should stand with women and work together until there is real accountability and change." Emma Thompson. Actress. "I don't think you can describe him as a sex addict. He's a predator. That's different. He's at the top of, as it were, the ladder of a system of harassment and belittlement and bullying and interference. This has been part of our world, women's world, since time immemorial." Bob Weinstein. Harvey's brother and the co-founder of the Weinstein Company. "My brother has caused unconscionable suffering. As a father of 3 girls, I say this with every bone in my body. I'm heartbroken for the women that he has harmed," he told The Hollywood Reporter. "I'm ashamed that he is my brother, too. Be honest, and I am ashamed that these are his actions." He added, "I'm mortified and disgusted by my brother's actions. And I am sick for the victims. It's unbelievable that even to this moment he is more concerned with who sold him out. I don't hear concern or contrition for the victims." Colin Farrell. Actor. "I'm just watching it unfold and then tearing myself away from it and realizing the horribleness of it all and the wrongdoing, fundamentally, around the whole thing, and just wish healing for everyone and that changes are made. I hope anyone who was hurt that they have healing. It's just atrocious, really." Carey Mulligan. Actress. "Thank God it's all coming out, it's horrific. And thank God it's coming to the fore and these incredible women are feeling brave enough to be able to come forward and say something about it. Colin Firth. Actress told me she had had a distressing encounter with Harvey Weinstein. Firth told The Guardian about one of the accusers, Sophie Dix. I don't think she went into all the horrific detail I've read in her interview, but I remember her being profoundly upset by it. To my shame, I merely expressed sympathy. I didn't act on what she told me. It was a long time ago and I don't know if she remembers telling me, but the fact that I had that conversation has come back to haunt me in the light of these revelations. It's the only direct account of this kind of behavior by Harvey Weinstein that's ever been told to me. Kelly MacDonald. Actress Hay needs to be locked up, that's the main thing. He seems to have behaved in a way that you would think that's the very least that should happen. Paris Hilton. Socialite. Growing up in Hollywood, I've experienced that a lot. I think when someone is in power, then they are able to do that, so I think it's really brave of these women to be speaking out and to start a movement to stop this. Because it happens way too often. Annette Bening. Actress. Perhaps now that this has been uncovered, things will change. Maybe men will understand things better and young women as well. It is very, very important that they spoke out. James Van Der Beek. Actor. For anyone judging the women who stayed silent, read this for perspective. Also for anyone brushing off harassment as boys being boys. What Weinstein is being accused of is criminal. What HES admitted to is unacceptable in any industry. I applaud everybody speaking out. I've had my ass grabbed by older, powerful men. I've had them corner me in inappropriate sexual conversations when I was much younger. I understand the unwarranted shame, powerlessness, inability to blow the whistle. There's a power dynamic that feels impossible to overcome. Ewan McGregor. Actor. It's about time this came to light and he is getting just desserts. Heard rumors over the years, but this is awful. By Bully Brie Larson. Actress. Is always, I stand with the brave survivors of sexual assault and harassment. It's not your fault. I believe you. Jeff Bridges. Actor. Talk about facing your fear. HES gotta face his demons now. I wish him the best of luck with that. He needs to lean in and really face those things. Benedict Cumberbatch. Actor. I am utterly disgusted by the continuing revelations of Harvey Weinstein's horrifying and unforgivable actions. We need to collectively stand up and support victims of abuse such as the brave and inspiring women who have spoken out against him and say we hear you and believe you. That way others may be emboldened by our support to come forward and speak. But we shouldn't wait until there are any more stories like this. We, as an industry and as a society at large, need to play our part. There has to be zero tolerance of any such behavior in any walk of life. We owe that to these women's bravery in coming forward. Leonardo DiCaprio. Actor. There is no excuse for sexual harassment or sexual assault, no matter who you are and no matter what profession. I applaud the strength and courage of the women who came forward and made their voices heard. Michelle and Barack Obama. Former U.S. First Lady President Michelle and I have been disgusted by the recent reports about Harvey Weinstein. Any man who demeans and degrades women in such fashion needs to be condemned and held accountable, regardless of wealth or status. Emmy Rossum. Actress. The old dinosaur explanation doesn't cut it. Decades of using power to intimidate women for sexual gain is reprehensible and inexcusable. Judd Apatow. Director. What Harvey Weinstein did was abhorrent. He admits he did it. Why should anyone be silent in the disgust and support for his victims? Patricia Arquette. Actress. If there is a way to cure yourself of being a predator, then I hope Harvey learns what it is, shares it with the world. It's an epidemic. Michael Keaton. Actor. Weinstein. Yikes, disgusting and creepy. So is leader of the free world, by the way. Kevin Smith. Director. Financed the first 14 years of my career and now I know while I was profiting, others were in terrible pain. It makes me feel ashamed. Jessica Chastain. Actress. He was warned from the beginning. The stories were everywhere. To deny that is to create an environment for it to happen again. Mark Ruffalo. Actor. To be clear, what Harvey Weinstein did was a disgusting abuse of power and horrible. I hope we are now seeing the beginning of the end of these abuses. Lena Dunham. Actress. Easy to think Weinstein Company took swift action, but this has actually been the slowest action because they always knew. Julianne Moore. Actress. Coming forward about sexual abuse and coercion is scary and women have nothing to be gained personally by doing so. But through the bravery we move forward as a culture, and I thank them. Stand with Ashley Judd, Rose McGowan and others. Judi Dench, actress. Whilst there is no doubt that Harvey Weinstein has helped and championed my film career for the past 20 years, I was completely unaware of these offences, which are, of course, horrifying, and I offer my sympathy to those who have suffered, and wholehearted support to those who have spoken out. Glenn Close, actress. I'm sitting here, deeply upset, acknowledging to myself that, yes, for many years, I have been aware of the vague rumors that Harvey Weinstein had a pattern of behaving inappropriately around women. Harvey has always been decent to me, but now that the rumors are being substantiated, I feel angry and darkly sad. I'm angry, not just at him and the conspiracy of silence around his actions, but also that the casting couch phenomenon, so to speak, is still a reality in our business and in the world. The horrible pressure, the awful expectation put on a woman when a powerful, egotistical, entitled bully expects sexual favors in exchange for a job. Ours is an industry in which very few actors are indispensable and women are cast in far fewer roles than men, so the stakes are higher for women and make them more vulnerable to the manipulations of a predator. I applaud the monumental courage of the women who have spoken up. I hope that the stories and the reportage that gave them the voices represents a tipping point, that more stories will be told and that change will follow. The changes must be both institutional and personal. Men and women in positions of power must create a work environment in which people whose jobs depend on them feel safe to report threatening and inappropriate behavior, like that reported in the Times. No one should be coerced into trading personal dignity for professional success. I feel the time is long and tragically overdue for all of us in the industry, women and men, to unite calmly and dispassionately and create a new culture of respect, equality and empowerment where bullies and their enablers are no longer allowed to prosper. Meryl Streep, actress. The disgraceful news about Harvey Weinstein has appalled those of us whose work he championed, and those whose good and worthy causes he supported. The intrepid women who raised their voices to expose this abuse are our heroes. One thing can be clarified. Not everybody knew. Harvey supported the work fiercely, was exasperating but respectful with me in our working relationship, and with many others with whom he worked professionally. I didn't know about these other offenses. I did not know about his financial settlements with actresses and colleagues. I did not know about his having meetings in his hotel room, his bathroom, or other inappropriate, coercive acts. And if everybody knew, I don't believe that all the investigative reporters in the entertainment and the hard news media would have neglected for decades to write about it. The behavior is inexcusable, but the abuse of power familiar. Each brave voice that is raised, heard and credited by our watchdog media will ultimately change the game. Kate Winslet, actress. She's behavior is without question disgraceful and appalling and very, very wrong. I had hoped that these kind of stories were just made-up rumors. Maybe we have all been naive. Jennifer Lawrence, actress. He was deeply disturbed to hear the news about Harvey Weinstein's behavior. This kind of abuse is inexcusable and absolutely upsetting. George Clooney, actor. I suppose the argument would be that it's not just about Hollywood, but about all of us, that every time you see someone using the power and influence to take advantage of someone without power and influence and you don't speak up, you're complicit. Ben Affleck, actor. I am saddened and angry that a man who I worked with used his position of power to intimidate, sexually harass and manipulate many women over decades. Matt Damon, actor. As the father of 4 daughters, this is the kind of sexual predation that keeps me up at night. This is the great fear for all of us. I did 5 or 6 movies with Harvey. I never saw this. I feel horrible for these women, and it's wonderful they have this incredible courage and are standing up now. We can all feel this change that's happening, which is necessarily and overdue. Nicole Kidman, actress. As I've stated before publicly, I support and applaud all women and these women who speak out against any abuse and misuse of power, be it domestic violence or sexual harassment in the workforce. We need to eradicate this behavior. Closed caption. Weinstein has unequivocally denied all allegations, but police forces in both the UK and US have said investigations are underway. The producer was kicked out of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences on Saturday, a move that follows him being expelled from the company. He co-founded with his brother after selling Miramax the Weinstein Company. Video Westworld star. Everyone I know heard stories about Weinstein, an overcrowded brothel. Hollywood's infamous casting couch has also been left by his wife and is believed to have checked into rehab. A number of Hollywood stars and politicians have issued statements expressing their shock and disgust, while others like director Oliver Stone, actress Lindsay Lohan and fashion designer Donna Karan have showed sympathy with the producer. The defenders Oliver Stone, director, I'm a believer that you wait until this thing gets to trial. I believe a man should be condemned by a vigilante system. It's not easy what he's going through, either. He later said after looking at what has been reported in many publications over the last couple of days, I'm appalled and commend the courage of the women who've stepped forward to report sexual abuse or rape. Lindsay Lohan, actress, I feel very bad for Harvey Weinstein right now. I don't think it's right what's going on. I think Georgina Chapman needs to take a stand and be there for her husband. He's never harmed me or did anything to me. We've done several movies together. I think everyone needs to stop. I think it's wrong. So stand up. Donna Karan, fashion designer, I think we have to look at ourselves. Obviously, the treatment of women all over the world is something that has always had to be identified. Certainly in the country of Haiti where I work, in Africa, in the developing world, it's been a hard time for women. To see it here in our own country is very difficult, but I also think, how do we display ourselves? How do we present ourselves as women? What are we asking? Are we asking for it by presenting all the sensuality and all the sexuality? And what are we throwing out to our children today about how to dance and how to perform and what to wear? How much should they show? Yes, I think he's being looked at right now as a symbol, not necessarily as him. I know his wife, I think they're wonderful people. Harvey has done some amazing things. I think we have to look at our world and what we want to say and how we want to say it as well. You look at everything all over the world today and how women are dressing and what they are asking by just presenting themselves the way they do. What are they asking for? Trouble? Closed caption. Quentin Tarantino, one of Weinstein's oldest friends and collaborators, has issued a statement saying he was stunned and heartbroken, but he needed more time to process pain, emotions, anger and memory before speaking publicly. Weinstein has also been temporarily banned from the British Academy of Film and Television Arts. BAFTA and the Producers Guild of America have announced they will hold a meeting to decide on his membership. On Sunday, French President Emmanuel Macron announced he was taking steps to strip Weinstein of his Legion d'Honneur, the country's highest decoration. Video US magazine puts out Weinstein recording companies have also been affected in the scandal, with Goldman Sachs saying it is exploring options for its £750,000 stake in the Weinstein Company, and Amazon placing its studio's boss Roy Price on a leave of absence following claims he knew of Weinstein's behavior. Sky News has reached Weinstein's representatives for comment, but they have yet to respond.